Hello everybody, let me take you on a journey to Jos, Plateau State, where we visit Shere Hills and Riyom Rock, and then we got into real trouble at Assop Falls. My camera, move the go. Jesus. This is the first in a series of videos we are going to be showing you that brings to light this epic journey that we went through the whole country, photographing the most beautiful landscapes in Nigeria, called Amazing Nigeria, sponsored by the Macallan. We started our expedition at Shere Hills, which is right inside Jos town. Shere Hills is the hiker's adventurer's delight. A lovely spread of amazing looking rocks. And a little history about the place. It is the home of the famous Nok culture, which is one of the most ancient cultural civilizations in West Africa. These days, it's gotten quite popular as a training ground for all our military and paramilitary force. When we got to the hills, the first thing I did was to identify my favorite rock. And once I had seen it, I just had to find the vantage point to get the best shot of this rock. The weather was just perfect. Sun was out, the clouds were wonderful. Put my camera on a tripod and decided to get myself some nice time-lapse video. And at the same time, after taking that view, I needed to get other angles of some of the rock. You don't want to be hiking hours on end trying to get different angles of this rock. I took a drone up and took some aerial shot. Got some of those 360 degrees drone shots, some lovely angle with the sun facing the rock. Shere Hills, absolutely a place you must visit. Oh man. Our next stop was Riyom Rock. Riyom Rock, amazing piece of artwork, I would say. It's located 25 kilometers from Jos town along Akwanga Way. The place itself is called Riyom, so I mean that's how the rock got its name. But this rock is quite spectacular. It's actually three rocks balanced on top of each other, so it's known as the three rocks. Now, it's one of those things you would look at it and say, am I at an art exhibition? It looks like art. So we got there, find a good angle to take some photos. The first thing I did was shoot some backlit pictures. You know, the sun was sort of behind it, and I looked, there was a road right in front, and I thought that was a beautiful angle. I'd seen the rock shot from that angle so many times, I needed to get my own. But then after that, I decided to then go to the other side. Now, curious thing here is that this rock is right in the middle of a village. The locals are living right beside it. What can I say? Even around the rock, you will have to go through somebody's farm. So we had to go around through somebody's compound into the farm before I could put my tripod down. We've got these blue skies, almost like in Europe. I couldn't resist doing my time-lapse videos. And you know, the dynamic range, the movement of clouds got me this mouth-watering, beautiful time-lapse video. After that, I decided to fly the drone. I took the drone up. I couldn't get pictures from the drone because it was looking like a village. There had too many distractions, too many houses around the rock. When I looked a little to my left, I noticed that there were so many other interesting looking rocks. I said, wow, okay, I came to look for one rock and I'm seeing a whole lot of other rocks. I decided to explore these other rocks, and my oh my, I found myself discovering this other rock that looked like a mushroom. Maybe they'll call it the mushroom rock of Riyom. One rock balancing on top of the other, and there's this collection of rocks that looks like a moonscape. And by the time I took my drone up, took some shots from different angles, we got the most amazing pictures, and people are just weighing and eyeing over these pictures. Yes, Riyom Rock, you must get there. Don't miss it. Thank God I wear this kind of shoe. Oh boy. Now, let's get to the scary part. We decided to shoot a waterfall. It's called Assop Falls. So we got in the car and drove about 70 kilometers from Jos. And it's right on the main road. There is even a trailer park around the place. We got down, it was quite cloudy. Before we could even find anybody to take us around, it started raining. So we sat down, waited for the rain to finish, and we decided to go down to the waterfall. Of course, it was wet, slippery, slopey, descent down to the waterfall.
Very slippery, oh.
I'm trying to be more careful, oh.
Yeah, just go down.
Got there, nice, decent waterfall, white water, sprinkling, cascading down. I brought out my tripod, put my shutter speed on a slow shutter speed to get those nice motion blur with the waterfall. I decided to then step a little away from my tripod and fly a drone through the river, the outflow of the waterfall. So as I was about to launch my drone, or rather, I was finding it difficult actually to get off the ground. We needed some updates. One of the people who were with said, Kelechi, look behind you. There's something wrong with the water. I'll be like, what? I looked behind. Now, the water was no longer white. One, it was now brown. Now the water was no longer cascading down, it was jetting forward with so much force. The first thing I said was,
My camera is there. Yeah, can you bring out my camera? My camera, no, they go.
So a man went to get my camera. He succeeded, brave guy. But by the time he was coming back, we started noticing all around us water was swelling. We realized we were in the middle of a flash flood.
You say what? Go this way.
And at this point in time, it was all about survival. How do we get out of that place alive? All the routes through which we had come were now flooded. Massive, fast, dangerously moving water through very rocky environment. You don't want to swim in there, you're going to be smashed to pieces. But luckily for us, the locals were just amazing. They realized some people were in danger. They came. One of them actually told us where to put our legs in. There was water rushing, but there was particular points that you can put your leg and pass. So we passed and we succeeded in moving out of the way of danger. That was it. And people were like, oh man, your camera bag, your drone bag, all your lenses, everything is down there. I was like, thank God I'm alive. I don't care about my camera bag. But somehow these guys went back into that madness. Very, very dangerous water. And they brought all my equipment back without one problem. Everything was intact. And that was a beautiful, beautiful experience. That was our brush with death. All right, people, this is the first in a series of our videos on Amazing Nigeria. I hope you absolutely loved it. We are working hard to bring you even more captivating stories about our Amazing Nigeria trip. If you like this, please press the like button, subscribe, and do drop us a note to encourage us to make more videos. And a big thank you to the Macallan for sponsoring this. See you in the next edition.